unearned autonomy. And again, this is where people, they hijack the concept of psychological safety. They twist it, they distort it, they misinterpret it, they misapply it. And so the assumption here is that psychological safety invests me with a new level of autonomy that I didn't have before. And I can go forward, and I don't need the direction that I needed before. I don't need the support. I don't need the guidance. I'm just going to go.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is related to a couple of the other patterns that we've talked about so far.
Yeah.
But you can see it's still a little bit different, right?
I want to break this one down for a second, because this is one of the most interesting to me. So when we say that it is not unearned autonomy, we are saying that there is a thing as earned autonomy, right?
Yes.
And
yes.
What does that function look like? What do we exchange for autonomy? And this is where we start to have the competence discussion, okay? Psychological safety does not make competence irrelevant. Competence is more relevant than ever. It doesn't go away. Competence is real. And as you increase in competence, so you increase in autonomy. And that's the way that the model works inside contributor safety in the 4 stages. Is autonomy is not owed to you, it is earned by virtue of your competence. And as you increase in competence, your autonomy will grow. Is that right, Tim?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So what people are misinterpreting here is that they think psychological safety is a redistribution of power. And that suddenly I have more power in the organization, but I didn't earn it in the appropriate way through my competence and through delivering results, right? Because when you get to stage 3, contributor safety, you have to deliver the goods. We're all accountable. And so we earn greater levels of autonomy, as you said, through our competence, through a track record of performance, through delivering results. And that is as it should be, because in all organizations, we're accountable. So this sudden redistribution of power and this sudden infusion of unearned autonomy doesn't make sense. That's not how we gain autonomy. It's not a human right.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I'm just reading the chat right now. There are a couple comments that are really interesting. Earned autonomy equals competence. Autonomy is not automatically taken because psych safety says you have to listen to me and let me do what I want.
That's right.
That's what
we're talking about.
That's what we're saying, Charles.
That's what we're talking about.
Charles asked, like, is this what you're saying? Yes, this is what we're saying.
Yeah, I say. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, one of the things. Wow, we're really off cadence here. Yeah, I'll start. So one of the things that I have seen, and I could be considered part of this generation, and so I can say it. So the millennial generation sometimes gets this wrong. And I say that because I've seen it over and over again, where they'll enter an organization and we haven't checked the competence box yet, but we say, like, hey, my opinion is ultra important and you have to listen to me, and I'm credible and we're going to go this direction. And they expect that this decision-making power and autonomy and influence is automatically granted. And sometimes it's in the name of psychological safety. Well, this is a psychologically safe organization, right? So I should be able to say, like, this is what we're going to do, and my opinion will also go. And that's just not how it works. You have to earn that influence. You have to earn the autonomy through your competence.
You do. So a couple of the statements that I make in the article, Junior, I say, you don't have a right to less supervision. You don't have a right to be managed loosely or not at all.
Yeah.
You don't have a right to do things your way without discussion or approval, as if you have been granted pre-authorization to be your own boss.
Yeah.
That's not what psychological safety means.
Yeah.
Right?
Certainly.
Okay. So this is a tough one in some organizations.